Okay, we should be live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Star Trek Pathos and the 23rd of December. The latter part isn't that important, really. And this is episode 7 of season 1, the beginning of episode 7. And here with me, I have some very special guests who can say hello.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Watching this either live or archived. Welcome.
Right, so let's go through it from top to bottom again.
Sure.
Please.
Since I'm at the top, I shall start. Hello, everyone. I'm CangoFango, and I'm playing the human communications officer on the USS Pathos called Doviah, Drenlich, Twossock.
Hello, I am Dodrebur, or Dodd, and I play Captain Shiun of the USS Pathos, who is a Vulcan.
Thank you.
I am the rogue. So I thought I'll put that now. I play Nero. I play the pilot.
And you're also very good at finishing sentences.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
Right.
So
yes.
Hello, CangoFango.
Hello.
In chat.
But yes.
There we go, now you've turned the light on again. Right. Hello, Rooms Bath. How are you? Hello, VGR. Muffled rap music in the distance. How did you know?
That doesn't sound very Star Trek.
Well, depends. Star Trek Discovery, perhaps a little bit more. Who knows?
Oh.
Eh.
I didn't watch that, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I mean, I only watched the first 2 seasons. It's supposed to get better, but I don't know yet. Although, Lower Decks is good. Lower Decks is really good. Especially season 2. Anyway. Right, fine, thanks. Good. So, we are gathered here tonight to play a game. But first, I'll read a bit of chat. Okay. Captain, sensors are detecting an unknown entity. Wait, no. It appears to be an antique radio, which is still working. Fascinating. Sounds like that one Voyage episode. But to be honest, a lot of things do. Anyway, I think that Dodd has something prepared for us to listen to.
Yes. Captain's Log, Stardate 6313.3. For the first time, the Federation and First Federation are creating a joint colony. New Athens shall be set up on Belron 4, located near our shared border. Our task is to escort the USS Theseus and the human colonists and supplies therein to their new homeworld and protect them from potential Bashal attacks.
Okay, thank you very much.
Wow.
That was great.
Sounds intriguing.
Yay, that could not go any badder.
Well, we're in for a fun. We're in for a fun stream.
What's gonna go wrong first? We lose the ship, or we lose the colony ones? Anybody want to do a poll?
You can actually set up polls on Twitch. That is actually a thing.
I've tried that in 2020, and I couldn't figure out how it works. If anyone knows how to do that on Twitch, please let me know. But anyway, so
Oh, side note.
yes.
As a follow-up to the end of last session, where we were talking about reputation, my reputation did indeed increase by
Yes.
4. I'm so happy.
Nice.
Of
Yeah.
course. I'm too.
I'm happy as well.
I think the rest of us went up by 1, wasn't it?
2.
Yes, too.
2. No, 2.
Kango and Sorog went up by 2, and Shiun went up by 4.
With Kango and Rogue and Shiun.
Yes.
Okay.
I was wondering if anyone
Yeah.
would catch that.
Yes.
Well, catch that and speak up about it.
Mm.
Anyway, so,
I tend to catch it, but just ignore it.
yeah. That's what I thought might happen. Okay, we begin on the bridge of the USS Pathos. You're en route, traveling at normal cruising speeds. And you are maybe about 2 hours or so out. Everybody is on the bridge. Things are relatively calm, as they often are at the beginning of these episodes.
Yay.
Hello, the infamous Trekker. Not gonna lie, wasn't sure if there was gonna be a stream today, being so close to Xmas. Well, there is one.
I mean, we're having another STA session tomorrow, so
Yeah.
off stream.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are.
Oh god, I'm captain then.
Yep.
Oh god damn it.
Yes.
So, the beeps and whirs of different consoles as normal. And then it's a bit of an abnormal beeping on Doviah's console.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Sorry. What is it?
It, of course, it appears to be a distress call. So,
Yay.
do you listen to it?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, can I put it on the screen, or like would I normally put it on the screen? Tell the captain to put it on the screen, or would I just listen to it myself and then tell the captain? Like, which way would it go in an actual episode?
It's up to you, because if you
Depends.
want to put it on speakers, then you've got to ask the captain first, and the captain's got to give permission, then you can put it on speakers. If you think that's only a short thing that you might miss otherwise, then you can listen to it first, or
Mhm.
it's up to you.
I'll just tell the captain. Captain, we're picking up a distress signal. Should I put it on screen?
It's audio only.
Yeah, it's audio only. Right.
Very well.
Patching it through.
Okay, so you hear static. You can make out a voice that says, "This is captain of the USS Theseus." So static, static, static. You can hear, "Being chased by energy." And then something, you make out the word Hades. And then this is more static and says, "Oh god, the stars, there. And then there's just more static. And then, after the static, there is an ear-piercing sound. It is so intense. The amount, so on your console device, you can see
Mm-hmm.
it is an incredibly intense subspace wave, like a not, and I mean wave as in the waves that are used for transmission. So it's like the normal transmission, and then it just suddenly spikes through the roof for a moment, and then there's silence.
I see.
Yes.
Mhm.
Interesting.
So Rogue, who won that poll?
I don't know. Has anybody said anything?
It wasn't ever set up, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Well, at some point, I need to get the authority to do that.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know
They don't
how.
have
Maybe there's a tutorial somewhere.
I don't
have
have
not
mod.
checked.
Joe just said I didn't have mod privilege on your stream. I only have it on another stream.
Well, you can make a straw poll and then link that, perhaps. But I don't know.
Yeah,
Seems
we.
a bit
Well,
redundant, perhaps.
yeah. I mean, we can talk about that later, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So, can we determine whether or not that distress call came from the rendezvous point we're supposed to meet them at? or somewhere else?
That is a good question. So, that would be a roll for Doviah. So, I would probably say insight plus engineering, difficulty 1, and the ship assists.
Sure.
Yep, everybody still has their hearing. Ear piercing was not meant literally.
Subspace communications focus, will that apply or not?
Yep.
Great. That wouldn't make sense. Sure. Communication range, I'm just assuming it's 1. Right, sure.
Well, I'm going to say, I think Neo's just going to twitch a little bit.
Alright. Do I still have the injury from the radiation thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not going to go away that quickly.
Okay. A 1 and a critical failure. Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting first roll.
Indeed.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. So, Dodd, would you like to roll for the ship?
Sure. What am I rolling?
Okay. Communications plus... I would say command, because command for a vessel also incorporates things like the ability to communicate with other vessels and coordinate and stuff like that. So I would say that falls under that.
Alright.
I see red and now teal. Okay. That's alright. Also, crew support goes down to 0. Forgot to reset that.
Oh, yay.
Okay. So, it did not originate from the position of the rendezvous. It originated a bit before that. You are... It is the position that you can extrapolate where the Theseus should be on its course and speed that it was going at to rendezvous with you. So it looks like something happened en route. And by the way, that complication I just turned into threat.
Alright, so is it behind where it was supposed to be? Further back along the path?
Yeah, it's on it. Basically, something happened on its way, essentially.
Right. Interesting.
Assigned to transport room 4, so maybe, hopefully, he won't be asked to do anything today.
Oh.
Well,
Don't tempt me.
since
Don't
you
tempt
say
me.
that... No. That's most certainly a stealth attack or ambush. Who knows?
Right.
I guess it depends how much I like combat.
You don't.
But it also depends on how much I would want to trick those who know that about me. So,
Yes.
what do people
I
want to
see.
do?
So, I, of course, tell Captain.
Great.
Captain, it looks like the origin of the signal, it's along the path of the Theseus, but further back, it's like something happened along the way. It's strange.
Adjust course to their position. Scan for any unusual activity in the stars as we pass.
Okay.
Right, that's not my job, so I'll forget it.
Right.
Fine. So yes.
So, Nero, do you... I'm assuming you comply with that? Change course?
Yeah. Slightly twitching at the same time, but carry on.
Okay. What speed do you want to go at, Nero? Because it wasn't specified.
Probably cruising.
Cruising speed?
Yeah.
It means you're still going to be about 2 hours out.
Maybe a little bit faster.
If you go up to maximum warp, then you can cut that down to about 30 minutes.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. So, Sure, let's make that another roll. Just to give an
Okay.
opportunity to generate a bit of momentum. And plus, who knows, maybe you'll get there even earlier. So,
Who knows?
this is... I would recommend con plus control. But if you want to use medicine plus fitness, that might also... No, wait, sorry.
Medicine plus fitness.
Is that for me, yeah?
Yes, for you. The ship will assist,
Doki.
and it is a difficulty 0 task.
Doki. Convocation range 1.
Astro navigation applies.
Actually, oh. Yay! Doink, doink, doink. Control. Con. Noink, noink. And 2. Let's have a look.
Ah,
Wow. Yeah, twitching. Just twitching a little too much.
yep.
And we
like-
live streamed on Twitch as well, so we have that as well. Yeah, well, okay.
You
I think
feel-
the old,
You feel the situation becoming ever so slightly more threatening. So, okay.
I think he needs to sort out that his issues from the 2 missions ago.
Yep. I mean, that sort of stuff is hard to get rid of. So, subspace channel, subsister Azra.
Azra.
Hey,
I'm
you still
guessing.
dealing with those Herogen thingies? Well, you know, if you keep bringing that... No, don't worry, I won't. Like I said before, you're much more likely to encounter the Borg in this game than you are the Herogen. So,
LMAP.
LMAP. Or IMAP. IMAP to the rest, no. Right. So, you get there in... it's going to be about 30 minutes. And there is someone on the bridge. Tell you what, we can have it... Okay, sure. You said to keep an eye out on the stars. So let's do that. Do you want to buy dice with threat for this?
No, thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's definitely a no.
So the crewman guy is going to roll, and that's 2 successes.
Wow.
Ship will assist.
Wow.
Rogue, do you want to roll for the ship?
Yeah.
Sensors plus science.
Give me a sec. I need to change sensors.
Captain, I'm picking up a
Science.
strange
Gee.
subspace signal originating from Mr. Quithran's quarters. Stuck in a time loop. Do nothing but combat and extended tasks for 2 straight weeks. That sounds...
That's way too much combat in an
That-
extended task.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I think I've literally only done like 2 extended tasks throughout all of my time of GMing this game. I think I've only ever done 2. And I think the first
Ooh.
one I did wrong because I didn't understand them properly. But the second one I did correct, I think. I hope.
Well, anyway, the
Yes.
ship got a critical success.
That's 4 successes. So, out of all of the rolls, the low-level basic NPC guy manages to generate 3 momentum.
Woohoo! NPC!
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I guess it's true. I mean, a good captain does rely on her crew. So,
Her NPC crew, yes.
anyway, so let's continue.
Well,
Scanning stars. As you get closer, closer and closer, about 20 or so minutes pass, and there's still nothing wrong with the stars. Well, it looks like one of our stars has left. There we
Hello.
go. He's back.
Welcome back.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Not entirely sure.
I'll take that as a yes. What's happening? What is happening? Hold on.
Subspace interference. I don't know.
Hello, hello. Can you still hear me? Can you? Yes? No? Okay, be back in a minute. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Right, so we'll continue then. No, not then. We'll continue now. I mean. So, nothing looks wrong with the stars. Getting closer and closer and closer, till you hear him saying, "Sir, I've got contact with a ship. It looks like the USS Theseus. Can't read any other ships in the area." It is also worth pointing out that on a, I was about to say geographical scale, but of course, on a space geographical scale, you are relatively near the Romulan neutral zone as well. So you've got Federation space, then you've got Romulan space up here, and then you've got First Federation space up there. So you're kind of, they don't touch. There is a gap between them, but it's only like maybe 2 or 3 sectors between them. So
I see.
that's
Also,
a thing worth pointing out.
Interesting. Also, how far is this away from the last point we've encountered the Bastral before?
A few sectors, like maybe 4 or so sectors.
Is it quite near?
It's far enough away.
Okay. Sure.
Secretly assigns himself to Transporter Room 5. So Ensign Smith gets in trouble for sending a signal from Transporter Room 4 instead of himself. But Cango said from his quarters someone sent it. So he didn't detect your message, he detected the message that someone sent from your quarters.
Mysterious.
Yes.
Who's in your room sending messages?
Exactly.
That is strange.
So, do you want to wait until you arrive, or do you want to do something before then?
Definitely scan for energy signals in the area. This is weird.
Okay, that's a bit hard to do. That would be something you can do after you drop out of warp.
Are we at a distance where it would be reasonable to drop out of warp?
You are currently still about you're still quite far away. If you drop out of warp now, basically you're traveling at your maximum warp speed that you can sustain. So traveling at that speed, if you're still like 5 minutes out, that is still a really far way away. So you'd have to go there, drop out of warp, then you can scan, if you want to do that.
Okay.
By the way, Rogue, if you can't hear us, don't worry. We're just not saying
I
anything
can hear you,
at the
it's
moment.
fine.
Okay, good.
It's bad time for a crash.
Accidentally boosts transporter targeting scanner range by leaning against a switch and dropping some Andorian synth on the console. Oops. Well, who knows? Who knows? So, anything at all that you want to do?
Think I'm debating whether or not I want to open hailing frequencies.
You can try to. Okay.
Well,
Hello, Willis.
Yeah, let's just go for it.
Sends a ping up.
Hello!
8 warp-enabled reindeer pulling a sleigh through subspace. Who knows?
I see.
So, as you're there thinking, going over the different options in your head, Westacre, who's also here, he's in front, because you've got the 2 consoles in front, one of which is... We've been over this. It's navigation and security. The other one... Wait, no. Yes, navigation, security. The other one was tactical and something else. Anyway, we've been over this. It's in notes. Should it become relevant, we can look it up. Navigation and helm. No, we didn't have those 2 paired together because of the way this works, because oftentimes if a character does a task, that task will have a benefit until that character's next turn, which means that the navigation console can do stuff that will make helming tasks easier until the navigation officer's next turn, but if that's the same character, then it will wear off before you can act. So that was, I believe, the reasoning, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Glad I
That was
remembered
the
that.
logic.
So, the logic, yes. So, Westacre turns around and says, because he's got an appropriate value, he says, Captain, I recommend going to Yellow Alert.
Agreed. Yellow alert.
Okay. Yellow Alert. Lights
Press
blink.
my yellow alert button.
Which you do have on your chair. And, yes, Yellow Alert. And shields go up. And you said you want to open hailing frequencies.
Yes.
Do you want to hail the Theseus, or would you like to just broadcast? Oh, right, yeah, I see. Yes, Willis.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to try contacting Theseus for now.
Okay.
Right. So that'll be me doing that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is that another role?
No. Don't need to.
Right. Just opening hailing frequencies then.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Captain, we're opening hailing frequencies to the user's Theseus.
The user's what, sorry?
Theseus.
Theseus, yes.
Sorry.
And... wait a bit. No response.
They're not replying, sir.
Hold on one moment.
Holding on, Captain.
So who had the ship's going to be
Well, the ship's on sensors. It's there, you're approaching it. At this point, you're about 4 minutes out from being there. There are no other ships in the area that sensors are picking up immediately. However, you are relatively near the Romulan neutral zone as well. Drinks more ale. It is the best ever.
You transported onto the sleigh.
Yep. We need to get Quithran back.
So who had that the ship was destroyed before we get there? Nice.
Alright, I'm back.
Hello.
Great. Okay. Okay, right. The infamous storyteller, VGR, the infamous storyteller is the infamous Trekker. It's fine.
But is there a second account then? Because he's already...
Yeah, the old account, yeah,
Oh, right,
it's fine.
it's fine.
It's fine. It's
Sure.
fine.
Okay, sure.
So,
That's right.
that's okay, we'll deal with that later. There's nothing to deal with really, but it's fine.
We'll welcome them in later.
That's okay. So, right. No response. What do you want to do? You're about 4 minutes out.
They're still responding, Captain.
Dun 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 dun. Anything else, or do you just want to wait until you drop out of warp?
Switch to open broadcast.
Okay.
Aye, sir.
You turn the dial to open broadcast.
And you get
However
flooded
that
with
works.
Sure.
Anyway, right.
You get flooded with
So, what message do you
people
send out?
stuff.
I don't know.
Something along the lines of,
We've dealt with you before. Don't mess with us.
Oh, that just provoked them.
Yeah.
Aww.
I think just like something like USS Pathos conducting search and rescue procedures.
Sure.
Did you finish that sentence?
Yes?
Oh yes, sorry. I wasn't sure if you had finished that sentence or if you were thinking of how to continue it. Right, sure. So, gets broadcast out. No response. So, I think that was, unless anyone has anything specific they would like to do before you arrive, let's jump to you arriving.
Sure. That's right.
Okay. You actually need to look up, so I've got a picture. 1 moment.
Is the thing in reference material?
Oh yes, I'd forgotten I'd already posted a picture, yes. Okay,
Ah, right.
so,
I remember that.
yes. That is that a Ptolemy class?
Is it a canon class? Like a... not
It
sure.
is a Ptolemy class. So, drop out of warp. You see something basically looks like that thing that I just pasted. It's a Ptolemy class starship. This one has been a little bit modified. Namely, it's normally just a tug. It's been converted to a colony ship. So the cylinder at the bottom that you can see on the image, so it's the saucer section that has the warp nacelles attached directly to it. Then it's got a neck with a cylinder underneath, which is on the same level as the warp nacelles.
With beams.
Yes. Now the cylinder normally can be detached, and so it can basically pull stuff around like that.
Oh,
Now,
right.
because it's like a tug, basically. But with this one, it's converted to a colony ship, like I said. That cylinder
Like a
has been firmly attached. It's been made as part of the ship. And it's been converted to things like a living space for the colonists, basically. And there are actually 2 other of these cylinders attached behind it, because those cylinders can be attached together to form longer
Trains.
well, basically,
Like
or
with the work
things.
bees, like with the work bees, there are containers on them.
Basically, yes, only on a larger scale and capable
That's
of warp.
nice.
So, yes. You drop out of warp. Sad constitution class. Well, who knows? Ship dead ahead, yes. So, drop out of warp. What are your orders?
Let's get those scans going.
Scans. Okay. Do you want to scan the Theseus or do you want to scan the area?
Start with the area, then we'll focus on Theseus.
Okay. So, do you want to buy dice? It is the low-level
Sure.
NPC guy who's rolling again.
We'll go with one. One die, if everyone agrees.
Sounds
Sure.
good.
Yes, good. I mean, the ship assists anyway.
I'd like to know
so-
if there are threats around.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really good. So that is 1, 2, 3 successes.
Wow!
So, Kango, would
Well,
you like to roll for the ship?
Yes, of course.
So it is science plus sensors.
Okay. It's already on that. That's one die. Sure. I won. One success. Yes.
Okay. The NPC who scans knows what he's doing.
Apparently.
So, wait, is that a reference to something, Willis?
It sounds like it might be. I'm not sure to watch, but it sounds a bit specific for it not to
Is
be
it a
reference.
Looney Tunes reference? Anyway. So, yes. So that is 4 successes. Okay. So, takes a bit of time scanning. Says, I'm not detecting anything out of the ordinary, sir. Yes, let's abbreviate that.
TOQ.
I don't know how many there are.
Me neither.
Scan for life signs.
Okay. Right. So, do you want to buy dice? I'm going to consider this a... I'm going to consider this roll the general roll for the ship, like for scanning the Theseus, unless you want to focus on something very specific, because if you just do a normal sensor sweep of it, you will be able to detect basic things like life signs as well. So
Yeah.
if you want to buy dice for this, then who knows?
I'd like one.
One?
Sure, of course.
Oh, was it
there
a
are
multi-
some suspicions
It does sound like
rolling
Monty Python.
around.
Yeah, it does sound like a Monty. Is it? That does sound like a Monty Python quote.
Yeah.
What quote
Let's
is
see.
it?
Ah,
What Willis posted, Rogue. Willis's last
What?
message. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's from Monty Python. The Holy Hand Grenade. It
So-
sounds like it. Anyway,
Oh, Holy Hand, yeah.
that is interesting because that's actually no successes and a critical failure.
ooh.
Wow.
Yep. However, the base difficulty to succeed at this task was 0 because just a deep normal scan, it just could reveal more stuff
Hmm.
if it had succeeded a bit better. So, right. Should have used the Holy Hand Grenade. Okay, scans.
We don't want to destroy the Theseus.
Well,
We're supposed to protect them.
at the moment you don't, anyway. So, let's see.
That's if it's still there.
Yeah.
Might just be a shell now.
Scanning for life signs. They're detecting 604 life signs on board.
Huh.
Does it
So-
know if they're alive? Life sign. Oh yeah, life
Yes.
sign. Yeah. They'll be alive. Brain.
So, we are detecting the Theseus. Dun dun
I
dun.
think my
All Herogen
brain
salt.
fried.
Salt vampire.
How about Herogen salt vampires? Ugh.
Oh no.
I would guess because of our very unfortunate roll, we can't get more details about what those life signs are.
You are detecting only human life signs.
Okay.
Additionally, you are also detecting fairly weak, destabilized warp field around the Theseus.
Interesting.
What would cause that?
If only you had some sort of expert on board.
Expert.
Transport operator, not a concept, sir. No, doesn't roll off the tongue as well. No. The thesaurus.
They must be transporting a list of words, he said.
Yeah.
Well, lots of words.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Check up on them, or we could not. Start throwing the ship around. Assimilated Herogen salt vampires can go.
Use it Borgified. Yeah,
Yeah.
assimilated vampires. Yes.
So,
I would like to consult with our. Would this be a question for engineering or science? Probably engineering.
probably engineering, yes.
Okay. Yeah. I consult with the chief engineer. What the hell is this?
Okay.
In an appropriately Vulcan way.
Yes. So, contact engineering. You get Mr. Severu on the call, as it were, the intercom call,
Hmm.
and then he says, "It's a difficult question, Captain. There are a lot of different things that could be causing this. I need a bit more information. On my way up to the bridge." And he's gonna come to the bridge.
Interesting.
An assimilated Q would be a Q that's pretending to be assimilated. So, a real-life STA game. The ship was called the Ethos sister ship.
So real life isn't like a live action thing?
Oh, Sovereign
Sets,
class.
or
Ah.
real life isn't meeting. I'm sure.
Anyway, so after a few minutes, arrives on the bridge, gives you a little nod, and then he goes over to his console, and he is going to do an engineering focused scan. So, do you want him to buy any dice for that? He's quite good at that. It's going to be a difficulty 2.
Sure.
Yeah.
You sound so enthusiastic about that.
Wow.
Well, it's our last momentum, I think.
Ah.
So
I mean, you don't have to spend dice every time I ask.
Yeah, but
Otherwise, we might not win
I-
the round.
I feel like getting good information early on is very helpful.
Okay.
That is true.
We have no.
No mention left.
Yeah, and we also have no arguments against it.
Yeah, it's fine.
No,
Sure.
Okay.
the
He's
more
got
information we have, the better we are.
a focus used, warp engines, good. Okay, so that is insight plus engineering. Going 3 dice. Ship assists soon. Here we go. Huh.
Much better.
Wow.
Okay, so that's 1 momentum. Now, Dodd, would you like to roll for the ship?
Sure.
This is going to be engineering plus sensors.
Joke.
1 more.
Alright, one more.
That's 2 momentum.
Yay.
Great.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I get that this system is a bit different to D&D, but it really has to be to do what it needs to do.
Yeah.
So, after a scan, says, "Well, Captain, I can tell you a bit more. Quite a bit more. That's fascinating. It appears that the ship's at warp. Only, well, it's supposed to be at warp. It's not, clearly, but it looks like the nacelles are trying to establish a warp bubble, but they're not able to. And the reason why is really quite strange. Hold on, I need to double check this. Goes back, looks into his thing a little bit, says, "Yeah, yes, it looks like the warp coils in the nacelles are pretty much shot, used up. Burned out, mostly. Although other than that, I'm not detecting any other signs of damage. They can't get their nacelles up. Aww. The warp coils are warped. Nope, they're just shot, yes, shot as in broken. Shot as in burned up, as in used, as in worn out.
Not actually shot with a something.
Well,
Is
Our
that-
go ahead.
our original distress signal mentioned being chased by energy, something about Hades, and something that was happening to the stars.
And
Ugh.
the warp
So
coils
we'll
are
find
coiled.
out.
Do you think this burning out could be connected to some sort of strange energy source or trying to outrun it?
I don't think so. From these scans, it looks pretty much like they were just worn out. Ooh, actually, sorry. We get 1 more momentum because of advanced sensor suites, which reduce the difficulty by 1.
Cool.
So we're at 3.
Wow, nice.
They can't just burn out.
I mean, that's what it looks like from here. I'd have to get a little bit closer to get a more detailed scan. I'd have to get into their engineering section.
They don't just burn out like that. They have to be used, overused.
The thing is, even if they pushed their engines far beyond their limits, they would lose antimatter containment before the warp coils would be worn out. I don't know how this could have happened.
So in other words, hold on. What about another electrical energy? And a twitch. And then he twitches.
Says, I don't know. I would say that doesn't make any sense, but I don't have any better explanations, so I have no idea. The name of this episode.
Actually, look at that.
I've not told anyone the name yet. Might as well tell you
haven't?
now. Might as well tell you now. Hold on.
Are you changing the stream title?
Nah, I'll just put it in. No, not the energy monster of Tau Ceti 5. No. No.
Oh.
That's the name of it.
Children of Theseus.
Yep.
I see.
Putting that in the notes.
So some kids drained the energy. Got it. Also, how good is your ancient Greek knowledge, your ancient Greek stories?
Depends on the story.
Theseus. Or anyway, doesn't matter. Anyway. Doesn't matter at the moment. Doesn't matter. Does not matter at all. Well, I say that. So, he can't say anything more without having a look on board.
Alright. Before we get too close and start sending people anywhere, can we words? I have words.
Good, but which ones?
It's a holiday, everybody's off. Thing comes to words. You're not gone.
Tractor beam? Maybe, who knows?
It's certainly an idea.
Can we beam a probe on there to try and determine what the life signs are actually doing, since they don't have comms and we can't talk to them? And our scans didn't reveal that much info?
Yes, you can. I definitely wouldn't get too close. Or ask me how to spell definitely. Use the tractor beam to give the tug a tug. So you want to try and beam probe on board. Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You're now at 245 probes.
Darn.
I'll
So,
have to restock soon.
right. No, not used up. This is how many you've got left, infamous tracker. So,
No, it's not a human
Probe
probe.
gets prepared.
It's not a human probe.
beamed over. Yes. Things are going well and going well.
Until...
And then you've got the transporter room on comms. And then everything's good. Well, you can hear the buzzing sound of it dematerializing. And then you can hear the sounds of sparks erupting from the console, perhaps. You can hear small explosions. After a moment, hear a certain character we've already had in our episodes a few times now, saying, "I'm alright. I'm alright. Don't know what happened. Some sort of... One moment. Checks. This. The beam got deflected by the unstable warp field. There was a feedback loop. The probe, the energy got... It's lost. Okay, then, sorry, yeah, then, I mean, I don't know that much about how that character should be roleplayed, so put in more stuttering retroactively then.
He's just kidding.
Alright.
I don't know,
So-
I have no idea. So, beaming doesn't work, apparently.
Good to know.
Could we actually use the tractor beam to materialize the probe in front of the tractor beam, then push it towards the Theseus, and then pull it back?
Probe-
I don't know.
The probe has thrusters.
Alright, so that would work then. That's fine, sure.
I mean, if you wanted to have the probe go through the destabilized warp field under its own power, you could just launch it normally.
Yeah. Not sure.
Hold on.
Might be a bit dangerous for the probe.
Oh, so warping.
Oh no! Our poor probe will be in danger.
Oh.
What
mean,
do- What did you want to say, Rogue?
Oh no. Alright, so we tried to warp the probe over, didn't we?
Transported, yes.
And it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Correct.
The transporter
Oh,
beam
no.
got disrupted, bounced around off the destabilized warp field, sent a feedback loop into the transporter room, and the energy that was the probe got scattered throughout space. It radiated out as radiation, probably, from where the beam impacted the thing.
Okie dokie.
Well, it's not an active warp bubble. It is a weak, destabilized warp field. So, who knows? Shuttle or tractor beam? Maybe. You could try either, or both. You could try them at the same time. You
Shuttle,
could
I'm
push
gonna
a
have to write
you could
down.
push a shuttle through with a tractor beam if you really wanted to.
Well, there
most
is
roundabout
only
Because
one
that's
way.
the most logical solution.
there is only one person on here that's crazy enough to do that.
Yes.
Huh.
Sorry. So,
Let's try just sending a probe through the field, see if it's safe to physically pass through it.
okay. You now have 244 probes left.
We're
Running
good.
low.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Well, let's shoot a probe
Right,
right through.
so, actually I need to fix that, yes. So,
No.
probe gets shot out, and incidentally that is the reason why or the previous time I said how many you've got left, because I knew you were going to need another one. Shoot it out, you see a little flare of its thruster as it gets along.
Thrusts into the distance.
Gets closer, 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 closer. And there is a little bit of disturbance. The course changes a little bit as it's going through the field. It manages to correct itself, and it seems to be unharmed. So what do you want to do? No, you do not have a prototype transporter sniper rifle. We've already had that in the other game.
Great idea.
We've already had that in the other game, and it nearly caused a quadrant-wide incident, and it caused the players to lose the only trail they had of following a... Anyway, I don't want to get into it.
Yes.
Basically.
Sounds complicated.
It is a bit. And that storyline still isn't finished.
Oh, don't.
Anyway,
Alright.
so... right, yeah, it's gone in. Do you want to use it to scan from there for anything particular?
Yes.
Do you want to scan for something particular, or
Is it
just a
taking
general scan?
pictures or recording?
Hmm?
Is the probe recording things?
You can use the probe to scan. Basically, you can
Okay.
use it as a remote scanning point. So
Yeah,
it's
makes
like
sense.
you're using the ship's sensors, but from that point where the probe is, essentially. So, right.
I think just general, because there are too many questions about too many things.
And only some of them could be answered by a scan.
Yeah.
Okay, so no dice? In addition, of course?
Maybe one? I'm not sure. How's everyone else feeling?
How much momentum
yeah.
do we have again?
Do one.
3.
All right.
At least one.
I'd say 1.
1? Okay.
Okay.
Because we can always get it back.
Huh. Thank
Well.
you. Good thing you bought
All right.
Wow.
So, Rogue. Rogue, do you want to roll for the ship? It's going to be
Give me a
science
sec.
plus sensors.
I'm,
Science plus sensors for the ship.
hold on. What was it? Sensors and science, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's good, guys.
Captain uses her super secret captain code to take over the control of the ship, of their ship. Oh yeah, just use the prefix code.
Other ship. Huh.
Yeah, you know.
One! Haha!
Great. You know, by the way, the prefix code, for anyone who doesn't remember, it's the thing
Yeah.
in Star Trek 2 that Kirk did. Because the Reliant, of course, attacked the Enterprise, and then because he didn't reset the codes, the prefix code, so the Enterprise was able to control that ship using its consoles, which was able to lower its shields, and then... It's a great movie, I suggest you watch it immediately after the stream. So... You could try, maybe? If you would like to, who knows?
Well, we'll see how the scan goes first. How'd the scan go?
The scan went fine, thank you for asking. Okay. The scan detects... Well, you confirm that there is no sort of battle damage whatsoever. The life forms you've confirmed, the number is correct. So 604 life forms. They are all human. And I need to make a quick note.
Oh no.
Come on. Oh no. Ah. Yeah. Hold on, I need to quickly... Okay, right. Here we are.
Sure.
So, yeah, you confirm that. Carries on. You can tell that the warp core is online. It does have power. Life support is, of course, functioning. And as it passes through, in that those long cylinders that are attached underneath, that are attached one to each other, you can tell that there appears to be a lot of plant life in them.
Interesting.
Continues on. And unless you wish to spend some of that momentum for obtaining information, the probe is going to pass out the other side, and it's going to just keep going forever.
Oh no! R2-D2's going bye-bye!
So it's a botany ship.
The Botany Bay?
Botany Bay. Botany Bay! If you get the reference.
Of course. Star Trek 2?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I thought so.
So, if you get the prefix reference, you get that one, yes.
Can we tell if any of the any systems other than the warp abilities have been disabled or impaired?
Yeah, if you want to use that obtain information, one of the momentum as obtain information. By the way, we've got 3 momentum, if I forgot to mention, because the difficulty was 1, so that those 2 successes generated 1 momentum, so we've got 3. Your ears are starting to itch. Oh no! The worms! The worm, what were they called?
Oh no.
The sand things?
Tremors. No.
No.
Your itches are starting to twitch. I don't like any of this.
So do you want to use that one of those momentums for that obtain information to see what other systems are impacted?
Earworms, yeah.
What do we collectively think?
Yeah, information. The more information we have, the better we got.
I'll prefer this.
Okay. So.
I don't know if I have to get yanked again.
Sure. It appears that all the systems seem to be operational. Shields are down, weapons are currently offline, but they all seem operational.
I don't like it.
And are the life signs active?
You mean, are they moving around?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you that one for free. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, if we can see how how the crew are moving, can find out if it's a time dilation event. Well, the crew seem to be moving at normal speeds. Yes, they do.
Grammarly can't teach you to juggle, but it can get your paper over.
They do. I'm not sure about the singing, but who knows. Also, if that is a link to the scene from Star Trek 2,
it's not.
Then some of those of you who are a little bit more squeamish might find it a bit disconcerting.
It's not that. I've checked.
Okay. So
it's that song.
No, they're not super
Anyway.
slowed.
They can't literally think they're actually in warp.
I mean, people can be made to think all sorts of things that are not true,
Yes. It's
Don't
especially
I know
when
it?
holograms are involved.
uh-huh. Wait, how do you know
I
that?
get Nero. Should we just say, as soon as that was said, Nero twitches an obvious twitch?
Yes, we hailed them. No response.
Oh, that's not how you...
With an S.
Yes, I saw it as well, but it was already too late. They did send out a distress call, yes. And the comms system...
Like a half hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the comms system seems fine. There's no damage to it. It seems operational from the scans. Well, sensors have not detected any scans of the Pathos, so they probably haven't scanned you. As for detecting, the ship hasn't done anything so far, so who knows?
Yep, I don't
Okay,
like it. I don't like it.
Yeah, they would. They would, yes. Uh-huh. But the ship hasn't done anything.
Second.
Probably.
All right.
Yeah.
You tell me.
Wait, what?
Sorry? You said
Did I
all
miss
right.
something?
You said all right.
I thought we were
So-
allowed cloaks on the ship.
Well,
Dun dun
Well,
dun.
the only people who have cloaking devices at this
No,
time
no.
are the Romulans, right?
The Romulans and the Klingons because of that trade.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
so that's already
That's
happened.
already happened, yes. That happened
Okay.
in the
Yeah.
middle of the original series because they lost the model for the... Well, actually, no, they lost the model for the Romulan ship, so they got the Klingon ship, and then... Anyway. But yeah, so those two powers have them. But Rogue didn't say cloaking devices, he said we're not allowed cloaks on the ship.
How
devices.
dare you wear a cloak?
They know what I meant.
They don't see you? Did you forget to turn the
Get
cloaking
out
device
of
off
here,
again?
cosplayers.
You don't know what I meant.
And if they didn't detect the status lay, there must really be something wrong. I would argue, if they did detect the Santa Sleigh, there must be something really wrong.
They know what I meant.
Yes, so,
Anyway,
what do you want to do? Severu seems fascinated by this, and he would like to go on board to have a look at their engineering section as soon as possible.
Ooh.
there's only one way we're getting in there.
And that's if you're being pulled by
Fine.
2,000 horses. No.
I'll take that. You can give me a shit with that lot.
What if the Pathos goes to warp and tries the same thing? What do you mean the same thing? The transport or hail? You mean during warp?
Won't we move? They won't.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
confused.
So you could try going to low warp and then hail them. Try while you're at warp. You could try that if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But we were at warp when we originally hailed them.
I think so. Yes.
Yes.
Pizza, warp 0. Yes. There is something
So I'm-
fishy here. Oh, there's something very fishy here. Imagine if it's the guys from Sentinel of Gul'dan again.
Wow.
It's some unfinished business.
Hmm.
Who knows?
So, thing. So I am. So we need to know what's going on in there,
Probably would be a good idea, yes.
but I'm also worried about since they're acting in this situation in a very strange way. I am concerned.
Just take a couple
About-
red shirts with you, you'll be fine.
Yeah, just carry the red shirts with you. Yes.
I'm worried that people inside might suffer some sort of effect that would complicate things.
Well, you can ask... Hold on, what was the guy's name? What was your chief medical officer called again?
Oh, I have that on my note. That
Ella
is...
Braskin.
Yeah. No, that's medical. Science is Baylor.
I wasn't... I was...
I thought it was med.
I thought I was asking for medical, yes.
Did you ask for medical?
Yes.
I believe so.
Huh. No, maybe I was distracted.
I really need to make this a little bit more easily readable, my notes.
Good luck.
I'll do that this time. I actually will, though. So... Oh, there we go, of course. Lieutenant Commander Ella Brasking. There we go, yes.
Comms do work in theory, they're just not responding.
So-
to this tracker.
You could try prefix code, or you could get in touch with Dr. Brasking to see if she thinks that a warp field like this would have any effects on humans. Like if there's anything she thinks that could be changing or impacting them anyway.
Sure, I'll take that consultation.
Or you could just hop in a shuttle and go right away.
No, thank you.
For some reason I thought that wouldn't work. Right. So, you contact her. She's gonna roll. There's going to need to be an insight check. So, actually, she's quite good at that. How many dice do you want to buy, if you want to buy any? Got 2 momentum.
I don't think I'll buy any for this one.
Does anybody else really want to buy some?
No, I'm good.
We've got 2 momentum.
Wrap your
Yeah.
warp bubble around the airship.
Or theirs or ours. How much do we have for momentum?
Yeah, 2.
That's not then. It's fine. Unless chat really wants us to buy one.
Okay, here we go.
That is
Alright.
Okay.
2 successes.
So, yep, that's 2 successes.
Right.
Cool.
The ship does not assist because it's her insights. And she can't remember any sort of study or incident or anything where a warp field, even a destabilized one, impacted behavior in any way. Unless I'm forgetting a Star Trek episode where that was the premise of it. But then if that's the case, then she's just forgetting it as well. But I don't think there is one. Even in the early days, when warp fields were inherently unstable, in all those tests, there was nothing like that. So she reckons that it isn't affecting whoever's in there. Okay, so you know he didn't include that in the plot. Well, maybe the energy being possessed everyone. Well, maybe. It would explain why they said something about the stars. Oh wait, no it wouldn't, sorry. More vampires. Ah, yes, it is Christmas after all.
Okay.
Almost.
I don't like this.
You think I do?
You can have warp bubbles around multiple
Yeah.
ships if they're close enough. But
And if they're the same speed.
I'm not sure how that would help us. Though.
well, they don't necessarily have to be going the same speed. The thing is that the space inside the warp bubble is normal. So whatever's in there is going to stay at the same spatial state as the ship is. Same position relative to it.
Right.
It's just the space around the warp bubble that's getting warped.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's already a destabilized warp field there, and you're trying to wrap around that, then that may be a bit dangerous.
Yeah.
So, how do we get people on the ship, even by shuttle, when they're not responding to us? How is that done?
Well, you can open the shuttle bay doors from the shuttle. You can send code. It's a pretty easy thing.
Okay.
I love that
God, I
sigh.
hate this so much.
Nero, I sense that you will be very useful shortly.
Yeah. I think the old Twitcher might be getting a bit.
Wait, what?
I'm
There's only
reading
one
Twitch chat.
person who can fly a shuttle in that.
Normally it doesn't, but this one has. I said it's being converted, and you see the normal container that's at the bottom of it. They said was permanently fixed to it, that was converted into other stuff. Well, the front has been converted into a shuttle bay.
Okay.
Yeah, on that picture, on the link you sent, there it's got another container attached to the back.
Yes, I saw.
All right. I guess as much as I hate this, stalling isn't going to change the situation.
Well, it might. There might be timers ticking in the background. Who knows?
True. All right. So Nero piloting.
Yep. I'll go and get it ready.
We've got to have the captain along as well.
Right? Always.
Yeah.
So very obviously if I'm going, West Acre should definitely stay here.
Okay.
Red shirt,
I raise my hand.
Well, technically you are wearing a red shirt.
Yeah, that's why.
I don't think I can't see a particular use for a comms officer.
Willis, I
Alright.
didn't now conveniently fill that plot hole. It was I had designed that from the beginning. It's in my notes.
Those 560 word notes.
Yes.
Yes, we know what the notes. Don't even think I really want to go on this mission.
So,
Could I put supporting character?
We are hiding.
yeah, you could take a supporting character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. So if we need science, I could take Yalik Wilson down again.
No, in this adventure, there are no support characters allowed.
Oh.
Banned.
Oh.
Unless this one chat.
The notes you conveniently can't see.
Right.
Convenient for me, yes. But I doubt it's convenient for you or the players.
Alright, so I would say for support characters, the life signs seemed fine, so I don't think we need medical. So first instinct is always security. I could hear an argument for science.
A doctor.
No, not a doctor.
Nice.
Unless it's the doctor, of course. So,
I'm not sure.
so
If we
just
see some sort of strange anomaly, maybe science could
here's a
be
little bit of proof.
helpful.
There you go. Of my notes.
Children of Theseus.
See?
Act 1.
Told ya.
words.
Wow.
You'll need a science officer with Xeno or Psych. If they're if it
Psyche,
is-
probably.
Yeah. It's an alien energy being. If it is an alien energy being, yes. But is it?
Dun dun dun.
It might be. Might not be.
I don't think we have such a science officer.
You can always create a new supporting character. Because there's no
Maybe.
limit to the amount you can create.
Just the ones that
Just
can't
how
help.
many many individual supporting characters you can introduce or reintroduce in an adventure.
That's 4, isn't
Yes. That's a.
It's 4. Yeah, it's the size of the ship, the scale of the ship. Sorry.
That might not be a bad idea.
But if we
actually. Could.
you reintroduce our science officer, we can add things
Yep.
Yeah.
to them.
That is also
I believe
true.
one thing is you can give an additional focus. So if you wanted to give, for example, a xenobiology or psi focus or something like that.
Last time we added archaeology. Before that, radiation.
He's becoming a regular Tom Paris.
Maybe. I think it's a good idea. If we.
So what do you want to do?
Could do either.
What do you want to do?
Thing is, we don't know what will encounter yet. So.
Oh, you don't.
don't
Yes,
want to-
sorry. About that.
I don't want to add a focus to him and then find out that we don't need it after all.
I mean,
I don't know.
who knows what will come up down the line, but
Yeah, that's the thing.
I don't think there's any need for a new character. Just take the scientist or a security. I don't care. Whichever you want to play.
Choose one.
Yalik Wilson.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what you want to change? You can either give the character a value, if they don't have 4 already. And has this character had the attribute increase or discipline increase yet?
I think so. Yes, plus, actually...
Is it in the...
The only note we have is +1 focus.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see the archaeology thing.
Wait a minute. We can fill them up. One moment.
I can see it
I'll
switching back and
I'll quickly
forth.
do it. Yes. One moment.
Sure.
Okay, so the attribute we have had, because the 11 has to have been the one that's increased, and that is 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 4. Okay, so the attribute we have had, the discipline we have not. So you could either give him a value, increase the discipline by 1, give him a focus, or a single talent.
Focus. I don't know.
Tom Crusher and Wesley Paris. That's that's interesting.
Well, maybe not the focus. Maybe xenobiology is a good one, which might also come in handy in future episodes. But yeah, sure, I could do that.
The real detective show nobody wants to see. Well, actually, I would probably watch at least a little bit of it. Send over crewman Mary Sue. She can fix anything. Ah, no, sorry. Discovery is... Actually, wait. No. Hold on, but that... Wait, they should be... But wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Wait, I'm trying to figure out if they are... But no, that can't be because they are... Hold on. We might be here for a few hours trying to figure out the logic of how this all
Anyway, why
fits
don't
in.
we start this mission
Sure.
on the
Let's
ship,
do-
and you can think about what you want to add to him as we go.
Let's do xenobiology. Let's
Thank
just
you.
do that.
Thank you. I was just trying to demonstrate how many lore
well.
inconsistencies are in Discovery. So, let's go. We're off to see the creepy ship. Creepy ship named Theseus. So,
Oh yes.
I'm buffering a bit. We've been here all week. Yes.
Sorry to hear.
Okay, so. Right. Crew assembles. What equipment do you want to bring with you? I'm assuming, of course, lights, phasers, tricorders, of course. Is there any specialized equipment you wish to bring along? Because if you don't choose anything now, later on it'll cost you momentum if you want to get it. If
I
you
would
can get it, that is.
assume Zaveru would have
His
some
okay, yes, of
engineering
course,
stuff.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. Right. So
I don't think we really need anything in particular.
right. So I want to bring torches.
Oh yeah.
Not sure if there are people on there. Then you don't need EV suits. That should be fine. How about? I don't know.
I think we're fine. Most of the
Okay.
things we could use will be on their ship anyway. Let's just go.
How about a fire extinguisher? Oh wait.
There we are. They don't exist.
Yeah.
Although I think that in Star Trek 2 there is actually a fire extinguisher in one scene.
Where?
But I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Doesn't
I
matter.
don't matter.
think
So,
I don't know.
the brave away team gather in the shuttle bay. Doors open. You can see there's a Type F shuttlecraft there, which... Oop, that I did not mean to roll those, sorry.
Of course.
Yeah, because the pop-up came up when I switched over.
Sure.
So,
Oh no.
It doesn't
Oh,
have
no.
a name yet. So,
Dewey,
Hmm?
I'm trying to add a note to the character sheet. Would you please let me do so and not switch
sorry.
it to the other page?
Sorry about that.
okay. So, what name should the shuttlecraft have?
Chat, what do you think? Let chat do it.
Let's...
There you
Fred.
Fred.
Oh, I swear I could do with a poll.
No, let's
Yeah.
do...
Flashing rear end device, yes.
Uh,
No, not erosion buster.
Something... No, something... something related to Theseus in Greek myth. One of his kids? I don't know. I wouldn't know.
He did have, I think he had 3 sons. I don't remember their names.
Do we really want that? We could do, but I don't know.
We could name it the Cronus. That's...
Chat, come on.
Entity 1713-19 Kringle. Cronus
Okay.
cost time.
Yeah, Cronus cost time. Might be good.
Kronos cost Cleon's
No,
good.
not that one. Not that one.
Let's...
Come on, chat. We gotta go some good names.
Klingel, which is German for like
Really
a
not
little
important.
squiggle or something. I want a name.
Lambeth.
Lambeth? Okay, let's go with Lambeth.
Oh, come on, chat.
So Lambeth?
Yes. Or Golden Lambeth? Golden Lambeth, perhaps?
Okay, so
Wait, what?
Alright,
Just the name.
chat, did you wait out?
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
and we could
Ready?
use Macbeth.
We go to the Theseus.
Yes, sorry. Right, enter shuttle bay doors, open,
I'll
take
do that
off.
play.
And yes, head over to the Theseus, approach from the front, send the code to open the shuttle bay doors. Doors open.
Right.
You can see inside the lights are on. There is of course nobody there because otherwise it wouldn't allow you to open the doors to depressurize in the first place. Goes in, land on the turntable turns around, doors close, repressurized. So, do you want to exit the shuttle?
Probably.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Gotta make somewhat useful.
Yes, sure.
It
Let's
was.
do this.
It was.
Already said yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I take
Exit.
so.
Do you want to try the door? Sorry. And I don't mean the big doors. I mean the normal door for people.
Yes. I would like to try the door.
Try the door. The door does not open. You can try to force it open.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So how would we
Go
go
ahead.
about that?
Yeah, you said. Okay, so with some.
Is there...
Well-
There's like an intercom system, right?
Yeah.
Can I call the bridge on the intercom?
Yes.
I would like to do
Press the
so.
button. Call the bridge on the intercom. There's no response.
What the hell is going on?
So you said Grissom wants to try to force open the door.
Yes.
Fitness plus security check.
Sure.
It's only a difficulty 1. However, 1 momentum did evaporate. No, the intercom does seem to work. There is, you hear the beep, it does seem to work, just there's no response.
No successes.
No successes? It seems to be a bit difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else want to try as well? If you've got 2 people working on it simultaneously, should be able to probably do it without issue.
I volunteer Zaveru to work on it.
Okay. He gets out some gadgets, scans. He says, should be working. Tries again, doesn't work. Then he tries to force it open as well, with 2 of you working on it. Seems to be working fine. You hear...
And it is, to be clear, it is solid, right?
What?
When we interact with the door, it is solid.
Yes, it is solid. Yes.
Pretty cool.
Just want to make sure this isn't a situation where, like, it's actually open. We just can't see it.
No, you didn't just accidentally board a bus child ship, probably. So,
Yeah,
as the door...
We don't want to make Nero even more creeped out than it is.
As the door...
He's already a bit...
As the door begins to open slowly, you manage to pull it out either side. It's of course a sliding door. The fall falls over. You're at a set in Hollywood. Well, if this was a Mel Brooks film, then probably, but no. Door opens and you can hear a tearing sound, almost like paper tearing. You can see the corridor on the other side. As you open it up enough, step through, you can see that the door was apparently plastered over with wallpaper on the other side. In fact, several layers of it. The wallpaper...
Right.
The wallpaper seems to... It seems to look like it was made to look like the rest of the corridor, as if to hide the door. Oh. It's alive! I'm not familiar with Warhammer.
Me neither.
Okay.
Alright, okay, so they're insane interior decorators. Got it.
Designers. Yeah.
God, that must be of a character made once.
Yes,
Need
indeed.
Gwissom to scan for nearest life signs.
Scanning now.
Okay, so go ahead. This is going to be, well, I would say medicine plus insight, but I suppose we can use science as well.
That's great.
It's only going to be a difficulty 0 anyway.
So focus used. Well, no. Sure. That's right.
This is weird, yes.
Wow.
Congratulations. And those are both
2
ones?
ones in a row.
They are.
What
Wow.
voodoo thing is this?
Apparently, I'm just really
Hey,
good at
I'll
scanning.
take the momentum.
Yeah, 4, so we're up to 5. Congratulations.
Brilliant.
You have 2
This-
zeros, now you have 2 twos. What the voodoo is this?
It's totally not that actually Kango's rolling on a different character sheet, because this isn't actually Yarly Gwissom, but a different version. Totally not. Obtain info. Obtain all the info.
Yeah.
Well,
It
we'll
was.
see. It's up. That would be up to Kango. So,
Yeah, if we think of
Nearest life
questions.
signs. There are plenty of life signs nearby. Most of them a little bit further away. There are 2 around the corner, about maybe 20 or so meters away.
Mm-hmm.
Seem to be moving in an erratic pattern.
Quickly or just walking? Or?
No, they seem to be staying in roughly the same area, but moving around in a bit of an
So
erratic pattern.
do they look like they're just around the corner, or is it?
No, in the
room,
corridor.
or-
In a corridor around the corner. Erratic? Time to run.
I would report my findings to.
I mean, do you want to go back in? Do you want to go back in the shuttle and go back? You can if you want to. Maybe you maybe can if you want to.
Not
I mean, you probably
yet.
can. I mean, it's not like the shuttle's going to be
Gone.
neutralized or anything.
So I'd tell the captain. I'd say, Captain, there appears to be some life forms about 20 meters away, right in that direction. According to my scans, anyway.
Now, because you got such a great success, I will allow you to, of course, obtain information on the specific thing you were scanning for the life signs, but if you want to, I'll also allow you to obtain information on other things that you could feasibly detect with a scan, if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they erratic? Who knows?
We'll probably find out soon.
Depends what you want to do.
Do you want to obtain information, or are we acting now?
Good question. Is there a question we have for that?
It's up to you. If you have a question,
I know.
you can ask it. If not, then we'll
I was
continue.
thinking if there is.
By the way, the
one that
corridor does go the other way as well, if you would rather not run into those 2 life forms.
Sure, but I keep scanning to see where more are to avoid them.
So you don't have any questions. Okay, so Captain, where do you want to go?
Okay.
Not much.
Ready weapons and approach.
I mean, ask that. I know you meant that, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if we could find out with the scan.
you could have tried. You could have tried asking a question, but yes, you go towards the life signs or away.
Away. We try avoiding them.
Forward.
Toward.
Alright. Okay.
Okay. The D&D strategy charge.
Wisdom starts going in the other direction. You wrangle him back in.
Using the Vulcan strength to turn him around. Anyway, go along the corridor. Turn the corner.
We need to go in the opposite direction.
With
No.
weapons ready,
I could just
go around the corner.
I could just imagine both of the Nero and Grissom going the other way, and Shiun just kind of, as a party, just reaching on the shoulders, turning them around.
Just look at the scanners.
Anyway.
That's
Anyway.
what I thought.
So,
Oh my God.
turn the corner. You can see there, in the corridor, 2 human children playing with a ball. They don't seem to notice you at the moment. They are wearing clothes that look fairly well made.
They
Erratic
don't-
ball playing? Well, they are running around the corridor a little bit, yes.
Do they have? I don't think they have Starfleet badges on.
No. And besides, they're stitched in the badge.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Starfleet Junior Division.
Yes.
Yeah.
We start 'em young.
Start
We're not
very
the
young,
Jedi, what are you
that's
talking
Yeah,
about?
I mean, they're Lieutenant Junior grade, so. Anyway.
That's what that means. Anyway.
Interesting. So yeah,
Yeah.
if they don't notice us, do we just pass them or what happens?
You turned the corner.
No,
They're still a little bit
for
further.
Goodness sakes.
Okay.
Stop being so non-confrontational.
Well, I have an excuse.
Oh my god. Anyway, so Shiun is going to approach.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Captain Shiun of the USS Pathos. Could I ask you some questions?
They immediately, one of them drops the ball. They both turn and stare at you. One of them looks and says, "What happened to your ears?"
You're frozen on Discord, by the way, if you
Who?
can hear
Oh.
me.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm frozen?
For me, it's
Uh-oh.
fine.
Rogue, can
On
you hear me?
On stream, it's also fine.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Everyone, I'm listening on
Oh,
Twitch
no.
now,
Huh.
so there's a huge delay.
Oh,
Oh no.
maybe you want to reconnect, Dodd?
Well,
I'll try.
wow, that's not just me that having problems today.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I get
Yeah?
the reference, Willis.
Yeah?
Hello.
You
Okay.
got it?
Hello?
You're good.
Are we back?
Hey.
Everything work?
We're back, yes?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyway,
Okay, great.
so all I got was the kids dropped the ball.
Okay. Right, they dropped the ball. Then your internet dropped the ball. And
Yeah.
then they turned,
Everybody do it.
stared at you for a moment. Then one of them turns head and says, "What happened to your ears?"
They are exactly as they should be.
The other one says, "Who are you?"
I am Captain Shiun of the USS Pathos. The crew of this ship have not been responding to communications. Do you know where the Starfleet officers are?
Okay, quickly need to make a note. Unsurprisingly.
Is that the kids saying that?
Yes. No.
Hold on, I need to make a note on this ball, please.
Oh no. Well,
Hold on, if
Sure.
I can figure out how to do the
Sure.
background color on this. One moment.
oh no.
Ah, there we go. Background color. Found it. Never mind. I found it. It's okay. I found it. I found the background color. Oh well, that does
Oh,
that
damn.
paragraph. One moment.
Paragraph.
Well,
I'll be within a
this
moment.
doesn't sound weird. I don't like this.
Oh, Kid 2's a murderer. I didn't know we were in Children of the Corn all of a sudden.
Oh, don't say that.
I didn't know either.
Okay, I've marked the things. Right. So sorry. Could you give me the gist of what you just said? I was a little bit distracted because I needed 20 notes, please. You said you were Captain Shiun from the Pathos, and
The ship wasn't responding to communications. Do you know where the Starfleet officers are?
and then says, "Where's Starfleet? Are you Starfleet too?"
Yes.
Yes, I'm a captain in Starfleet.
They seem confused.
Oh.
I wonder if all the life signs were kids. Oh dear. Well.
Yeah.
dear.
Well,
What are your names?
okay, I need to actually find them. One moment. There we go. One of them is called Sarah, the other one is called Jonathan. Sorry. Right. Oh dear, Rascals, TNG episode. I know Rascals. I definitely haven't forgotten it. I know exactly what that is. And I also know...
Is anything...
No,
Also-
go on. I don't want to disrupt. Go on.
Okay. Well, now I've forgotten.
Is there anything... ...
Is that what I said?
Yes. Is there anything...
Oh, is there anything wrong with the other crew or passengers that you've noticed?
Both look at each other and says, "What do you mean wrong?"
Any unusual behavior? Or perhaps disinterest?
Say, no. Do you want to play?
Is there any adults around?
Do you ask that? Phrased like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Need to quickly make a note.
They are kids, right?
Okay. They are, yes,
Yes.
they are quite young at that as well.
Good.
So you ask, where are all the grups? Good question. Where are all the grups?
Yeah, we'll go with
Oh
that.
dear.
Do you remember?
Not that episode. No, thank you.
But come on, it had a tricycle to show that the city was abandoned. Which, incidentally, that set was... I think that was the set that they later used in the episode A Piece of the Action, if I recall correctly. But anyway, so you ask where
I
are the
wouldn't know.
adults,
I don't know.
if there are adults, and then say, why wouldn't there be?
They're not responding to our communications.
Then one of them says, maybe you didn't shout loud enough. Then one of them calls, Mummy, are you my mummy? No, not are you my mummy, just, Mummy,
Oh god, no. It's what happens.
Mummy! They start shouting, and no response, and they start running down the corridor.
Guess we'll follow.
Yeah, that didn't go well. Okay, so guess we are following.
Okay. Just quickly make another note. I know I make a lot of notes, but kind of have to. Sometimes these things happen.
Oh no, it's what I think is happening. I'm just going to go and cry in the corner.
Oh.
Okay. So, follow them. I'm assuming all of you follow them. Okay.
I assume
assumption
so
is
as
good.
well.
Yes.
So, this will end well. Right. You follow them along the corridor, and since you're near the front, or whether the shuttle bay is, That's kind of where the neck connects. And they kind of lead you to where the turbolift door is, that goes up into the sort of section. And you turn a corner, and there you can see is a woman who is sitting on what looks like a piece of a metal crate. And she's got what looks like a phaser. Well, it is a phaser. They come running. She embraces them, turns around, notices you. She stands up, pulls her phaser from her belt, and says, "Who are you? Where'd you come from?"
Captain Shiun of the USS Pathos.
One of the children interrupts, says, "Mummy, she's a captain." Says, "I don't understand what you mean. Explain." It's not you who has to explain. Others can also explain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I grab the cat too quickly, walk over to her little side. What was our mission again?
What is your name and rank? Or are you a civilian?
So the captain doesn't even respond.
Huh?
Doesn't
No.
even respond, just... Okay. Says, "I don't have rank." Are you... Are you working for the office?
The who?
what?
Not the who. The office. Not orphans.
Still. The what?
Eh.
I'm confused.
Do you
What do you mean?
recall the mission of your vessel?
Is that... Is that information that was... Is that part of the old knowledge? You are confusing me.
Goodness.
Are you... And as she says that, you can see the turbolift doors opening and someone firing a phaser out of the turbolift as we end the game,
Oh,
because we've gone past the time.
Alright. Yep.
so late already.
Alright.
Well, I guess there'll be a commercial break then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like we've stumbled into a Wall-E shit.
Who knows? Maybe.
Done something.
Maybe not.
We done something. That's for sure.
Quithran runs away, as planned. He bravely ran away.
Well, I guess that's it then.
All right. That happened.
I think it did.
Okay. So right. I think that is everything for now, yes?
Yeah.
I guess.
I suppose so.
Okay.
The session's over.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Does anyone have any thoughts they would like to share?
We it took some time for us to do things.
Yeah, I got a bit distracted as well.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it a lot though. It was very interesting.
Yes, it is interesting.
Unexpected events happened.
Well, well, damn.
When that happens,
It's gonna be
I
interesting.
take threaten and use horrible things. Aww. Okay, so
Good.
are we going to have a game on the 30th? Did we say? Are we or are we not?
I would assume so.
I'd be fine
Okay.
with it.
Right.
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Great. I just wanted to confirm.
All right.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, thank you all very much for watching. This
That means all the chat has to turn up as well.
Yes.
Especially ones with characters. Look at that, turns to 2 people.
So, thank you all very much for watching. This stream will be archived on YouTube. And that is pretty much it. So, bye everyone. Bye bye.
Sure.
Bye.
Bye everyone.
Also, the episode name makes sense now. Bye.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh, room spath.
Ah yes.
Hello.
Thanks again and
Fire
good
is
night.
back.
Yes.
Yeah, I was very We can't think about it, that's the rules.
Yeah. Good night.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.